It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. And ladies and gentlemen, it is possible that I might have just witnessed one of the greatest moments in cinematic history, at least according to the Captain. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been on this planet for 48 years. And through my 48 years, I've seen a lot of films, a lot of TV shows, a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of stuff on the screens, tons for 48 years, tons of stuff. And I think earlier today, I may have saw one of the greatest scenes in cinematic history. And I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But first, a couple things. I wanna give a big shout out to Laredo, Texas. Got some plays over in Laredo, Texas this past week. And Laredo, I was in your town one time back in the day. A while back, I was in Texas. I spent some time in Laredo. And when I was there, it's a very nice city, very cool. You guys are so friendly and welcoming. I loved it, very dope city. And I want to thank you guys for listening. And one additional thing, this episode is brought to you by the song called Abundance Magnet by Sun Tzu Cosmic. So if you want to hear Sun Tzu Cosmic rapping a way you've never probably heard, crazy way, cosmic beats, cosmic raps, in his unique style, doing a song called Abundance Magnet. I'll put a link below, check it out. Now, let's get to the podcast. So ladies and gentlemen, like I was saying, I think I may have seen one of the greatest scenes in movie history just today. So ladies and gentlemen, I was watching the movie called OSS 117, Cairo, Spies. It's a French spy comedy flick, right? And it's been on my radar for a long time. I was reading this magazine, it was about spying back in the day, way back in the day. And they showed this movie as one of the examples of spies in the media. Way back in the day, I'm talking going way back, because this movie's like from 2006. And I've always wanted to watch it. I just never took the time or had access to it to watch this. And today I was on the net looking for things to watch. I'm like, bro, let's find a nice spy tale. I like, there it is, OSS 117, the first one. There it is, I can stream it for free. Let's check this out. And let me tell you this, I was not disappointed. This French spy film is a very unique way of telling the spy tale, slightly different than the way we do in America and in Britain and in any other place I've seen it. It was a very well done spy tale. It was dope. French subtitles, dope story set back in the 50s. It was funny, it was cool, it was very fun. After watching this movie, I felt very good energy. The women in the movie were beautiful too, beautiful women. I mean, the whole vibe was just cool. Yeah, it made me kind of want to be a spy. Like, bro, spying is cool, bro. It made it look so cool. It was so fun, so cool. The movie was just phenomenal. So anyways, I love the movie. If you're into spy flicks like I am, I have a strong feeling you will enjoy this flick. Now, let me just tell you about this stuff. In this spy flick, as I'm watching, the movie's cool, good story, everything's cool about it. They got this scene in like this bar, this club. And the main character, bro, the main guy, the main dude, he's kind of undercover and he's playing like a guitar on stage. Not a guitar, I'm sorry, he's playing an oud. It's a stringed instrument, it's an oud. I just learned that today. So actually, before I get into this, let me just say this. Not only was the show fun, entertaining, but I learned a bunch of stuff too. Like I learned what an oud was. And anyways, back to what I was talking about. There's a scene where the main character, the spy dude from France, is playing an oud, right? He's playing an oud undercover, trying to watch this like terrorist dude playing the oud. But in that scene, he goes into a phenomenal performance doing this song called Bambino, right? And this is the scene I was talking about earlier. This scene to me is one of the greatest moments in cinematic history. I'm not exaggerating. This is how I feel this way. I just saw it, and I saw it so phenomenal. In fact, after the movie was over, I watched that scene on repeat. I'm going to watch it again after I finish this podcast because that scene was just so dope. It was just so phenomenally dope. Like I said earlier, I've seen tons of movies in my 48 years from all over the globe. I mean, you would not believe how many movies I've seen. I was at the Blockbusters. I was at the Family Videos, the Hollywood Videos. I was on VHSs back in the day, DVDs. I was in apartments, houses, family houses, grandma's houses, uncle's houses, my house, my apartment, dad's house, mom's house. I've been all over watching all types of movies, Laserdiscs. Right, watching movies everywhere, cable TV, small TV, black and white TV, whatever, watching tons of screens and TV, and I've seen so much stuff on the tube. But fast forward to now, YouTube, smart TV, smartphones, computers. I've seen so much stuff on the screens. It's absolutely craziness how much I've seen. Because I like TV, I like movies, like I've been liking for a long time. And in all those things I've seen, and I've seen a lot, like I said, I could go down the list and just start listing tons of things I've seen. So much, but of everything I've seen. This scene in OSS 117, to me, is one of the greatest scenes I've ever seen to me in cinematic history, at least mine. To me. Now that may be a strong statement. You're like, bro, I've seen this movie, I've seen it's nothing. You may think that, but to me it was phenomenal. It just, the energy, the vibe was just so cool to me. It was very unexpected. I was already enjoying the movie. The movie was already cool. I was enjoying it. It was great. Great story, great action, great jokes. It's phenomenal to look at. The visuals are great. Loving it already. And then once this scene hits, I'm like, bro, this movie is absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to see the sequels. I guess there's a bunch of sequels, which I'm going to watch next few weeks. But this first movie, oh wow, it's just so dope. I loved it. So one other thing I want to get into. This movie introduced me to that song. And so I saw the scene with the main character singing the song. Then I did some research and I saw the song is actually a cover song of an older song from like 1955 from this lady named, I forgot her name, but some lady from back in the day. Then I listened to that version, which was phenomenal as well. And so in the last few years, I've been watching these movies from overseas. I watched some Brazilian movies, French movies, Middle Eastern movies, whatever, all over the place. And as I watch these films, I've been discovering all types of very cool songs that I wouldn't have discovered if I wouldn't have watched these shows. Like cool international songs as an American I would not be exposed to. But by watching these films from overseas, other places around the world, I've been exposed to new types of sound and music I wouldn't have seen. It's so awesome. And this is just another example of being exposed to new culture and sounds I wouldn't have heard. And I'm so glad I did. I added the song right away to my playlist. I hearted it, I liked it, thumbs it up, because the song is phenomenal. Right? It's so dope. Watch the movie just for the song because it's so dope. It had me dancing. I played the song and I was dancing and grooving. I was dancing. My living room was dancing, bro, because the song was so dope, bro. I even went and made music afterwards because I was so inspired. Right? This movie's energy was just so phenomenally dope. Right now I'm recording this. It's Eastern United States of America. It's a Sunday. The weather's not the most beautiful outside. It's a little like dark, gray, dystopian looking. But the energy from this film and the music, man, just got the vibe up. Life is good. God is good. Things are good, bro. Just dancing, grooving, watching cool movies is so dope. So if you like spy flicks like I do and you've somehow missed this one, I highly recommend you check it out. Now, if you've been with this podcast for a while, you know I've seen a lot of spy shows and movies. And my continuing goal is to watch every spy show and movie ever made. Now, I feel like I'm not going to be able to complete that. Most likely, I will not be able to complete that, but I'm going to try, bro. I'm going to try to watch every spy flick, show, movie ever made. Maybe I'll fail, maybe I won't, but I don't know. I'm going to try. And then watching OSS 117 was just another part of that journey of watching every spy show, movie ever made. And I'm glad I watched it. It's one of the good ones. Now, taking this journey of spy flicks, sometimes there's something not that great. Let's be real. Some are not as great. Some are better. It just, it just depends. Just like anything else. But this one, to me, it's one of the good ones. So if you've not seen this, I highly recommend you check it out. And one additional thing, of course, because it's mostly in French, you're going to have to read the subtitles. So, get your reading glasses out, prepare to read, but it's worth it, bro. It's worth the price of admission because the song is phenomenal, the acting is phenomenal, the story is phenomenal, everything was so cool. I loved it. And one last thing, these last few months, I've been obsessive with French culture. I've been studying French language. I've been watching French shows and movies. I don't know, I'm just infatuated with France right now. I'm in my French era. So anyways, it's cool. If you're going down that French journey, you're in your French era, check this out. It's very cool. So yeah, this completes the podcast. And until next time, we'll see you. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. George Bernard Shaw. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.